This is Irontrader, and this is Midday Trading. So, as usual, we're going to take a look here at Bitcoin, at crude oil, and natural gas. But first of all, we're going to take a look here at FedEx and UPS. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, selling stock, by ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have FedEx. Now, you can see here what a nice uptrend this is. Okay, you got 141.92, and you had a really good, nice run all the way up here to that 308 level here, okay? But bottom left, upper right, and look how nice this is here, where you got a series nice of higher highs and higher lows. Now look at this, where it came down there, you're holding the 50-day and the 200-day, holding it all the way on through. This is a very, very nice bullish chart going on here. Okay, so we had a little bit of sell-off here, but you still have that series of higher lows, which is very, very nice. Okay, so we put a low in here at 265.09, and then here was a Tuesday. We had a green candle, and today we ripped up here pretty nice here, and so far we're above the 8-day and against up that 200-day. So that's going to be key. Let me see if I can bigger up a little bit here for you. Okay, so here we go. Okay, this is going to be key on a closing basis, is holding this 276.61. That's going to be key. And then what we have here is we got 275.52 level, which is your 8-day, okay? So this is going to be key support, 276.61. And then right there is that 8-day at 275.52. If we can hold that level, then which an upside target is going to be old the 100-day here, old Hondo, at 281.22. And then we got that 50-day at 282.33. And then we got your 21-day right above it at 283.01 level here, okay? So again, we have a really nice lot of resistance level here, but we have good support level here, so we've got to see how this all going to shake out. Now, again, if we can get above all that, then we come right here top of this candle, looking at 286.28, and then we can just start following all these candles here all the way on up here until we get to the top of this candle at 295.24. But right now, what we're just worried concerned about here is holding that 8-day, holding that 200-day on a closing basis. Very, very key. Upside, you want to watch that 100-day, that 50-day right there, and then that 21-day. That's going to be resistance, and we have to see what the reaction is when it gets there. Now you look at here on your RSI here, you got 45. Oh, plenty of room to run on the upside. Now your green is below your red, but you can see where it's curling up, and if we can get that to curl over like we have here, okay, and then we have that green over your red, this is what happens, okay, very, very nicely here. Now, here on the weekly chart, well, you can see how nice this is holding. So what you want to do by the end of the week, which is tomorrow, you want to hold that 271.63. That's that 50-day. That's going to be very, very key. And then we can rally up here. You rally up to that 21-day, and then we can rally up here to that 8-day at that 287.56. And then we can make maybe another shot there at that 308 level. We got to see how this is all going to shake up. But right now, the chart looks very, very good. Very, very bullish kind of a situation here. So this is one that we want to get in here, because what we are is we're right on the bottom here, which is very, very nice. There's no divergence here. You can see we had a low there. We had a low. We had a higher low, we had a higher low, so there's no divergence here. But let's just see here if we can rally on up here and get maybe towards that 50-day, that 8-day, and that 21-day. But right now, we have a good uptrending chart. Okay, let's take a look here now at UPS. Okay, we look at UPS, here's your daily or weekly. You can see it's doing just the opposite of what FedEx is doing, okay? We have a descending chart here versus where FedEx had an ascending chart here. So we've got a little bit of different kind of a play going on here. So, okay, so what we're looking here on the downside is you want to watch this 8-day. That's going to be very, very key. That's 125.84. If that is lost, then we'll come to the bottom of that candle at 124.50, and then we're going to come right down here and retest that 122.01 level here. Now, again, if we can hold that 8-day, I'm going to bigger up here. If we can hold that 8-day on a closing basis here, which we have some nice green candles, then your target is going to be right up here, is going to be that 128.78, which is your 21-day. And then we'll look at the 100-day right there, 130.61. And then we have your 50-day right above it at 131.73 level here. See, I'm in FedEx. I just think FedEx has a way, way better chart than a descending chart here, like on a weekly versus right here what UPS has. Now, again, we put in a bottom here of 123.25. You retested at 122.01. So we could have a possible double bottom situation, but we got to see how this all shakes out. So realistically, just watch right there. That's that 125.84. That's going to be very, very key on a closing basis. You need to hold that. If not, you're going to come down and retest this 122.01. Upside, that 21-day is everything at, what do we got there? At 128.78. And then we have that 100-day, and then we have the old 50-day. right above that at what do we got there? Let me see what we got. Okay, at 131.73. Now again, if you can get above all this resistance level, then we have a nice shot at that 136.49, which is your 200 SMA. We got to see how it shakes out. Now you look at the RSIs; it's very very similar to what the FedEx had. It's just that the chart is not nowhere near similar, the same. Okay, so we have this green. Okay, you see where it's going to be curling up here. So we got to see if it's going to be like this. Then we have this nice upper range, but we got to see how this is all going to shake out. So right now here, downside, just watch that 122.01. If that's lost here, this could go right much lower. Okay, let's take a look here now at Bitcoin. Okay, here we have Bitcoin daily chart. Now, actually, there was a good scalp in this here. I trade the IBIT, okay? And the reason I do that is I did a lot of research on this here before I even got into trading Bitcoin. And this is a BlackRock owns this here, and they got 30 billion worth of assets. And one thing I do like about it is it does huge volume, and that's what I always like to have, easy in, easy out kind of a situation. Okay, so that's why I trade this one here. Now you can do the short on this here too, which is a good worker, which is BITI, and that's a short. So that's just what I do. I mean, there's a lot of ways to trade it, but actually today it was actually a good trade. IBIT got as low as 54.06. I got in at 54.10, and it got as high as 54.90. Okay, so I already scalped. I didn't get the whole lot out of it. I'm just looking at just getting, since it's holiday season here, I just look to get 50 cents out of that, and that's what I got out of there. So that's working out here pretty good. But I am long this, and I also trade this here. Now, when you look at the chart here, what we had this low, okay, sitting at 92,355. But you notice that ever since here, we have this series of higher lows and higher high situation. I think it's a matter of time before she breaks out. But this is why you want to trade the charts here. Okay, see this 21 SMA here? Okay, all this is this an 8 simple moving average is the blue. You have the yellow, which is the 21 simple moving average. This here is the 50-day, and then we have the 100-day at the pink, and then we have the red right there at the 200-day. So when you look at this, see where it went on Tuesday. It went right into that 21-day and then pulled back. What did it do today? Went up into the 21-day. Pulled right into the 8-day, couldn't hold it, and came right on down, okay? So this is why we trade the chart. So on the upside here, what we're looking for is right now we're looking for the top of this candle here, 96,595, okay? So we're sitting at 95,960, so that's just a little bit above it. And if we can get above that, this is what you're going to be. This is going to be the big resistance zone, that 98,913. There's your 21-day, and then right above that is 99,684. That is your 8-day. Then obviously, if we can get rally above that, then we can start looking here for some of these. Like right here at the bottom here, you look at 100,325, and then we look out here at on the top of this candle here, you're looking at 103,190. But we don't worry about that right now. What we're just worried about on the upside is that key 21-day and that 8-day. We have to get above and close above that. Then we can start naming off all these targets until we retest that 108 and 960. Now, we crack that, you go into that 110 area. Then she's going to start running up there very, very nicely here. Okay, so downside here, what we do is you want to watch today's low. Okay, you're looking at 95.095, and then we look at yesterday or Tuesday's low, I should say, 93.545. We'll come down to the bottom here. You're looking at 92.450, and this is the key level right here, 92.355, because this was the recent low. And if that's lost here, we have the nice price channel coming on there at 97.85, and then right below that we have this 87.36. Now, again, these are big numbers, but again, these can move very, very dramatic and very, very fast, okay? So we had this big sell-off here all the way from the highs, but now it looks like we're rallying out here. But I think in 25, I think this is going to be a really, really good trade. Okay, let's take a look here now at crude oil. Okay, here we have crude oil, your daily chart. Now, a lot of people are saying here, oh, crude oil is running up here all on Chinese demand. That's all bullshit. All I got to do is just look at a seasonality chart. Okay, I posted a seasonality chart on this morning's video. That's all you have to look at. Forget about all that nonsense, okay? You look at that right now is the time of the year. Oil runs up here to about the first couple of weeks of January, then the flat line goes down, and the flat line is till mid-February. The same thing it does for the last, I don't know how I've been trading this for 2 decades. It's the same song every day and the same singer. I mean, I can't tell you anything different, okay? So that's what we got here. So we had this tweezer top, then we had this nice tweezer bottom, and we had a nice series of higher highs and higher low, but now we have a topping tail going on right here, okay? So we got as high as 70, 75 level. So what you want to do is just go right over to the top of this level here. What do you have? 70, 80. Okay, so you came within 5 cents, 5 freaking cents. Okay, so this is why you always look to the left of the chart. We looked at this one here first, 70.54. Then we come up here, okay, 70.58. Then it went, oh, then we look at here, 70.80. Okay, very, very nice within 5 cents. And then you can see where she pulled back. Now, if it keeps right on running, then we look at Ohondo here at 71.10. And then we have your retest there at 71.44 level, which is basically just the top of that candle. Okay, then if it keeps running, we look at here, 71.51 here, then we just follow the candles, 72.25, and there's your big retest here at 72.88. But that's not what it did. That's why we take one level at a time. So just all you have to do is look at the candles. These are your upside targets and your upside resistant levels, okay? Now, downside, very, very easy here. Look at this. All you got to do is look at the 8-day. That's going to be key support. That's 69.82. We got your 50-day sitting right there at 69.59. And then we have old 21-day sitting there at 69.29. And then we have your, I say your 50 days right in the center of that there. What do we have there? I say that wrong. Yeah, 69.59. They're all nines there today. So this is your key support levels, your 8, your 50, your 21 day. If that is lost here, then we're going to come right to the bottom of this candle here, 68.81, and then we come here, okay, 68.59, and then we're going to here at the bottom here, 68.42. This is your recent low here out of this pattern here. But right now, what we have is we just have sideways action. So you just got to trade this. Okay, this isn't going to have some kind of a big run up here unless you have some kind of a disruption, something because you go into a war, you're going to blow it up. And I don't think that's going to happen here because, we've got a new prez coming in there. He's not going to be like the old prez. He doesn't tolerate anything. I mean, he'll just boom. All you got to do is ask Syria, man. He sent 58 missiles into him last time. Boom. That was the end of it. Okay. So always remember that he wants cheap, lot of volume, but cheap gas because he knows cheap oil, which turns into cheap gas, because that's a tax on people. So just get prepared for the new administration. It isn't going to have that volatility like you think. And I think she's going to end up going lower here. Okay, so if you lose all of this here, we got a nice 66.98. That's going to be very, very key. And then we can come over here to the bottom of this candle, 653. And then we'll come right here, 65.27. You crack that, you go into 63, 64, 60, $57. There's targets all the way down at 40 bucks there. So, okay, so just remember what's in office, who's in office, and what the trade is going to be. Okay, so right now we just have sideways action. All you do is just trade this. That's what kind of pattern we have right now. Unless you can close, if you close above that 71.44, well, yeah, then you jump in extremely long, and then you say, okay, I'm taking it right to that next level. That goes above, then we take it to the next level. Then we take it to the next level, then we take it to the next level. But that so far is not what's happening. Okay, take a look here now at natural gas. Okay, here we have natural gas. Now, the contract roll is not showing up on here, so this isn't really, I don't think, really accurate. This is still showing a January contract, and I believe that we're into February, so it should have a contract roll here very, very shortly. Okay, so you can see here, big-ass red candle. We tagged that 401. And then what we do is we came right on down here now. Okay, so what we had here for a low there today is 3.68, and then what the bottom of this candle here is 3.66. Okay, so that was your support levels here. Okay, so that's what we're looking for. And then we come over to the top of this candle here at 3.64. Then this 8 day is going to be key at 3.59 level here. Now, when the contract roll is that new contract, the February contract is like 3.40 or something like this. So this is going to eventually come down and gap down, just like it gapped up here. It's going to get gapped down here. So just get prepared for that. Now you can see here we hit the 70 mark on the RSI. It didn't really like that, and it came right on down here. You're green over your red, still sideways action. But again, as long as that price here is above this 8 day, you're looking good. Now with the contract roll, it throws the charts off a little bit, so you just give that a little bit of time, then you can trade it. So I'm not going to spend too much time on natural gas here until we get that contract roll, and then we can, see exactly where it's standing. Now again, I did scalp the KOLD there today, and I got 2 points out of KOLD, which is the short for natural gas, and that worked out very, very nicely here. Okay, so there's always a way to make some money off it, either way, long or short. But right now she's a trader, and she's getting a little bit long in the old tooth, as they say. Okay, I'll be back here after the open close, and we'll take a look at Bitcoin, at crude oil, natural gas here, and then we'll see what else is happening here. Now, Tesla had a pretty good sell down today. Now, remember, easy way to short Tesla is TSLS. That's an easy way to short if you want to do a short view on Tesla there. But FedEx is doing a really good job there today. Apple's is doing okay there today, and even my TQQ, you're still sitting over $88. You're only down like 8 cents. Okay, trade what's in front of you, now what you want.